guys remember when we talked about posture and how important it was to sit up straight and stand up straight because of breathing? Those simple things, you just never know the simplicity of God, how those simple things could help people improve in their health. So in this scenario, because we probably won't have the equipment that we will need in terms of the normal health expo, we're just going to go ahead and do some simple breathing exercises with the people,
Amen.
educating them in that area.
Amen.
So for example, let's say I go to Brother Luke's booth and he's doing air, and I come and I tell him, well, so what do you have to tell me in regards to air?
Well, there are several different things, Sister Sarah. From a scientific standpoint, and Sister, maybe you can just come a little closer to me here. And the reason being, it would be nice if those individuals can see you back there.
Oh,
too,
amen, amen.
Amen. So here's one of the things I would say to you, Sister Sarah. With you coming forward to me and I'm at that air booth, one of the things I would say, Sister Sarah, let me ask you a question. When you sleep at night, do you sleep with your window slightly ajar? You know? And so what would you say if I asked that question?
Well, you know, we have the air conditioning on in the house, and we rarely ever open the windows or the doors, really.
And did you hear that? Once Sister Sarah did that little stutter move that moved at me, I knew right off the get-go, based on what Sister Kelman taught her, that she does not sleep with the window open. Amen? I'm just, okay? So keeping that in mind, I'll say, Sister Sarah, let me ask you a question. Are you aware of the fact? Because I looked in and saw that the blood pressure is slightly elevated, and I also saw that there's a little problem with allergies and so forth. Do you know that if you sleep with that window slightly ajar, it will actually properly charge that air for you. It will take all that stale air out, bring the fresh air in. It will actually help you to have a much deeper and sounder sleep. On top of that too, do you know that proper breathing actually lowers the blood pressure? It is so effective that they actually came up with a machine by the name of Respite. And that's the machine that is marketed today to help assist in the lowering of blood pressure. On top of that too, proper breathing help oxygenate the blood, which keeps the blood nice and pure. On top of that, which is real nice too, do you know, Sister Sarah, concerning air, if you put proper plants in the home and take items out of the home that is not conducive to proper air, like for example, now Sister Sarah, I know we live in an environment where a lot of individuals have their nice little pets and different things like that, and I'm not for or against pets, but all I'm saying is that when you have animals in the home, it is actually not conducive to healthful living in terms of the air standpoint. Can someone have pets? Of course they can have pets. But in the home, it actually affects the quality of the air that you're dealing with. Am I making sense, dear saints? So what are some of the plants, Sister Sarah, that someone can actually put in their home? I'll give you a couple names you may ask. Look right here. Do you see that plant right there?
Plant,
that is called a snake plant, Sister Sarah. Snake plant. You look at this one right here. That looks pretty cool right there. That looks like a peace lily. As a matter of fact, you'll see that send out a nice white flower. That would be called a peace lily. And are you guys familiar with the one that runs a lot? I was looking to see if there's any here. That's called philodendron. That is excellent
really
also
good.
too. Then you have something called pine fir. You know those pine trees outside? Excellent in air purification. The rubber tree, the spider plant, and since I can go on and on and on in terms of what plants are good for air purification.
Amen.
Did that work?
That made perfect sense. And did you see how he was able to meet me where I was? It wasn't just, you need to go outside, go for 2 hours and breathe fresh air. It was the simple changes that could be made even in the environment that I'm in currently. The bamboo plant? Do you know if that
I'm not familiar with the bamboo, but I'm sure it worked. There's something called a dumb cane that works similar to like that of the traditional bamboo, and the dumb cane is an air purifier.
And after such a nice, relaxing talk about air, our wonderful Health Expo guest will now go to my most favorite booth, which would be Rest. Amen.
Amen.
And that is where they will receive a most wonderful chair massage from our most wonderful students here. And please take my suggestion, loosen those hands, relax them, Make sure that you are not chopping at the people. We want to hack in a proper manner. So what we're going to do when you arrive at the massage booth, we're going to have you stretch out those hands. We're going to have some prayer, have you relax so that you're ready to minister to all the people that come by. And it's simple, right, guys? Deep, deeper, deepest. Very simple. We're going to start light. We
Deep.
go deep.
Deeper, deepest.
Amen. Amen.
That's
that's perfect.
Deep, deeper, deepest.
Perfect.
Did I get it?
Yes, you got
Okay.
it. You got it.
And not with the tips, you say, right? With the
No. With students, what was it with? Was it with the tips?
you're a kid. So
What two tips are we using? Perfect.
So you tell me when you chop.
No, we're not gonna chop like that. We're gonna.
But
we're
they
going
do
to.
it, I see that on television.
I know, and that's why people don't go back most of the time. So guys, just remember, when we get there, you're gonna stretch out. We're gonna get ready, and one of the things that we want to do with this Health Expo is we want you guys to go back and what? Do it yourselves. So in this case, we're not going to have the fancy chairs to do the chair massage. We're just going to use normal chairs.
Amen.
Okay? And also, the reason why we don't have peak flow meters, a lot of these other things, is because we want you guys to be able to do this. If you don't have the money, by if there's some
Improvise, basically.
Exactly. Many times, God will use those simple things.
And Sister Sarah,
So
can
don't
I?
feel discouraged if you don't have everything. We don't have everything either, but we're still gonna have it. Amen.
So Sister Sarah, would I be able to give like Sister Simone a massage? You know?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Actually, the principle that we follow is that same gender.
So I am not allowed to massage Sister Sarah, even though not Sister Sarah, Sister
Simone.
even though she asked me to. Like, Brother Luke, can you give me a massage?
No, it is. We have been counseled
Okay.
because of the weakness of our nature and because of the sensitivity of what it implies many times, the power of touch. We want to go ahead and restrict anything weird from happening and anything that is not of God's nature. And we want to go ahead and stay all those temptations that could possibly come up, especially when we're ministering to the people. We definitely want to go ahead and follow that counsel. Now, if you're with your wife or your husband, amen, but
So if I want to do my wife, I can.
yeah, absolutely, because you are one.
Okay, but not Sister Simone.
No, not Sister Simone.
Can I do Brother Errol?
Absolutely. Brother Errol is a perfect candidate
Oh,
for that.
amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Now, as you can see, the next one that we have after chair massage is what? Dental screening. We don't know for sure if we're going to have that, but what we pretty much do is invite the dentist and the dental hygienist where they can educate the people in regards to oral hygiene and all those things, which is not necessarily our area, but they usually do a very good job, and the people enjoy having those kind of health professionals there to help them and give them some specific instructions in
The
regards
next
to that.
area you're going to go to, I love this area. As a matter of fact, you know something? A lot of individuals love it, but I'm not going to steal it. I'm going to let you start it off.
No, go ahead. Actually, I was surprised you said you loved it because should I tell you guys the story?
No. No, you telling stuff.
No.
If
I
you
won't
tell, you remember, I have your picture right here on sleep, and I will put your picture up, blow it up in PowerPoint, and put it on the screen. Says, how many of you guys would like to see how Sarah looks when she's sleeping? Okay,
Yeah, you can place it. It's for the enjoyment of
so
the people.
if you expose me there, I'll expose you here. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, good.
Well, I was going to tell you the story, but now that there has been a threat
Amen.
posed, one of our favorite sections of this Health Expo is the computer health age. And what this is very awesome, actually, because it will pretty much calculate according to how many hours you sleep, if you eat between meals, if you exercise daily, what kind of diet you're on, what your height is, what your weight is, and what your age is. And as you put these numbers into a special calculator that we usually have in a computer, what you will have is a total that will come from the computer health age survey that will actually tell you how old you are according to the lifestyle that you practice.
Amen.
So let's say, Brother Luke, I come and, I'm just, a young teenage girl, and I come and, he puts in my weight. I'm, about 160 pounds. I rarely exercise. I go to sleep after 10 o'clock. I'm kind of short, overweight, and I always eat between meals. It's actually one of my bad habits. What you'll see is as he puts these numbers in and he presses enter.
Oh, no, saints, now. Sister Sarah eats only 2 meals. She eats on time. She's not describing herself. Amen?
Amen, amen.
Just thought I'll help you guys there. Okay,
Amen.
Sister
And
Sarah. And, oh, by the way, she exercises every day, so don't let me see you guys looking at Sister Sarah.
And then what will happen is that all of a sudden you'll see these weird numbers that'll come up like age 23 or age 25. And this is like a 15-year-old girl, right? And you're like, oh, wait, can you help me, Sister Erica? Because I think something happened. Don't be surprised, okay, guys? Because this is the truth. Do not be afraid to say, according to the Computer Health Age Survey, you are currently 25 years of age. Years of life you are losing, about 2. And you can go ahead and tell the people them, because you know what? We're here to expose our secrets and to let them know that, hey, you know what? You're not doing as hot as you think you are. But guess what? We're going to help you by God's grace.
And you know the good news about it is that if they just turn around, if they make one change, you see how things change around.
It's amazing.
And the nicest thing about it, with a computer, you can easily say, let me ask you a question. What can you improve on immediately? I can go to bed on time. Not a problem. Let's put on time on bed. Boop. You see how it changes the age.
And you'll see. That's
immediately.
Exactly right.
You says, okay, what else can you do? I can stop snacking in between. Okay, let's take that out. Boop. Age changes again. So right in front of that person, they can see the effect of unhealthful living and plus the positive effect of healthful living.
Amen.
Are we making sense, dear saints?
Amen.
Amen.
It's so wonderful to be able to see a before and after.
That is correct.
And just like the spiritual walk, you have a before, what you are, and then you have an after, what you have the potential of being.
Amen.
Amen. And what we have, our last and most favorite counseling booth of all, is our Trust in God section.
Oh, saints, I'll tell you something. At this booth, you remember that little lecture we did today, the first one we did,
Oh,
where we
it's
talk
gonna be
about sickness and
excellent.
disease, where we talk about what causes sickness and disease? At that counseling booth, you're not going to go deep with the people, amen? But you let them know that decisions they have made in the past can affect their health of today and the health of tomorrow. And I can tell you a little story. I remember I was working with this one lady, and she was a single mother, and she wanted a husband for her son. She wanted a man in her life to be a father for her son. And I'll tell you what, she did get a man. But what the man ended up doing, he turned that child out. Now, saints, you know what I mean by turn him out, right? Come on, saints. She made him gay. She introduced him. He introduced the guy, his son, stepson, to another partner he had. And today, the last time I spoke to that family, the son had become so violent, he's actually in prison serving, I think, life right now. And his stepfather and the boyfriend both have already died of AIDS. Okay? So, again, here's a situation of a decision was made that she wanted a man in the life of her child. But because of the decision that was made, you saw what happened. But guess what happened now? As a result of the decision she made, today that young lady has every possible disease. It's just the stress that she's under and the guilt that she's under for going outside and uniting herself with someone that the Lord didn't give her permission to unite with. So you will be able to explain. You don't have to go into these hard stories that I've just shared, but you'll be able to show individuals that the decisions that they make in the past, decisions that they're currently making, can affect the life currently, the life in the future, and the life to come.
Amen.
Amen?
And just, I can even tell the difference when we start going into these things, the tone changes.
Sarah.
You see, it's the opening wedge. We're coming in, and we're going in with the gospel. So the tone is going to change completely by God's grace, and we're going to be able to, by God's grace, be used to